Hello everybody and welcome back to Crypto Simplified. A lot of you folks have been asking me what these exchange tokens are all about, and the top 100 on CoinMarketCap are littered with a few of these tokens. So I shall explain what they're all about, what sort of advantages they have, and in the last slide we're going to discuss which one you should possibly get into buying. However, I'd like to reiterate that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It's just my research that I'm sharing from one enthusiast of cryptocurrencies to another. Also, this channel is on the verge of a milestone. We are not far away from 1,000 subscribers. So, I shall be having an ADA Cardano giveaway for when we hit that target. So subscribe to the channel, click that bell button, and when we hit 1,000 subs, if you've commented your Daedalus wallet address in my most recent upload, then I should be putting that video through a randomizer and picking out a winning comment. So tell me what you think about the video, leave a like, leave your address, and when we hit that 1,000 sub mark, you could be the winner of a bunch of ADA. So then, having said all that, let's jump into this video. Let's first discuss what these tokens are actually all about to begin with before looking at the specifics. And the big question is, are they actually needed? So if you look at the major exchange tokens on CoinMarketCap, they all seem to be from Chinese-based exchanges. A lot of them have a fairly similar format, and the differences between them aren't really huge. In short, these tokens are another form of fundraising. The whole point is to encourage people to buy these tokens early, give the exchanges a lot more working capital so that they can expand their businesses further. We all know how profitable exchanges are. There was a recent article talking about Binance's profit margins, and it is larger than Deutsche Bank. These exchanges most definitely know how profitable they are, and they are using their massive profits to put back into their system and expand their operations. So that's more of a general overview. Let's jump right into the slides where we're going to be looking at the projects in descending order of market value. So first, the big one is Binance Coin, BNB. So this is the native token of the third largest exchange by volume. So the first most obvious advantage that holders of BNB have is a reduction in their trading fees. There are plans to make BNB the de facto currency for all fees on the network, therefore encouraging people to hold Binance Coin. This asset has been performing really well. I picked up some a few months ago and the price has just been going up and up and up. As the value of this token increases, the proportion used to pay my transaction fees reduces as well. So this asset has a twofold advantage in that regard. Looking to the future, the Binance Coin will be a very important component of Binance's decentralized exchange. Of course, that is just an idea at this point. There isn't really too much happening regarding that decentralized exchange. It has just been announced. Next up, let's have a look at Kucoin shares. The second largest exchange token, but the exchange itself is only the 44th largest by volume. The price of Kucoin shares did shoot up significantly. Of course, this recent pullback had pulled everything down to a little bit more reasonable level, but it's still been a very good investment for its holders. The main advantage of holding Kucoin shares is that you get dividends as a holder. What do we mean by dividends? Well, 50% of the trade fees on Kucoin will be redistributed to holders of KCS. These dividends are allocated as a percentage of the total KCS holdings. A slightly overlooked advantage of this is that you can get a whole bunch of coins. You will get your payouts in the actual coins that the transactions are being made in. So you can have a whole bunch of tiny holdings, and that isn't exactly a bad thing, especially if a certain project moons and you just happen to have it because you hold KCS. So for a passive investor, KCS does seem to be a fairly nice holding. Next up, let's have a look at Huobi token. I bought this not long ago and I'm already almost 2x up. I'm quite happy with my HT purchase. I'm not planning on getting any more, but this is one of the large exchanges out there. This is the 5th largest exchange by volume, and a lot of the major coins can be purchased on this exchange. When these tokens were initially distributed, they were given out as rewards for people buying prepaid transaction fee cards. Depending on the amount of tokens you have, you're eligible for a certain level of discount, at the most 50% trade discount. Every now and then the company has a buyback run, so they keep purchasing back Huobi tokens, and they keep those that they purchased back for exchange liquidity in case something catastrophic happens. Like if the exchange gets hacked, people's funds get lost, the exchange are in a position to actually refund people's lost funds. And lastly, holders of Huobi tokens are allowed to vote for new listings. If their choice of asset gets selected to be listed on Huobi, they are rewarded in the token that they voted for. This is just another exploration of the loyalty factor that cryptocurrency tokens could be used for. And lastly, the fourth largest exchange token, but surprisingly, this is the 8th largest exchange by volume. We have Bibox and their Bibox token. So again, like the other ones, it's a Chinese exchange, and similarly to Kucoin, we have a lot of smaller projects being listed on here. Their token holding scheme is very similar to Binance's BNB, but there's a 50% discount on trading fees. It'll keep halving for 4 years, and then there is no discount in the 5th year onwards. The tokens will be burned until the target number of 200 million tokens is reached. And just like with Binance, if this token increases in value, the amount you're spending per trade in BIX reduces. So again, twofold benefits here. So I've given you all the general information about these tokens. What doesn't lie, however, are the numbers. So let's compare them. I want to bring your attention to the right side of the screen. So first we're going to look at Huobi token, and we have a market cap of just under 200 million. However, the trading volume in the last 24 hours is a whopping 84.7 million US dollars. There's a similar pattern with the Bibox token, just over 110 million total market cap, but there's a whopping 72 million in the total trade volume. The chances are these assets are going to be moving. Of course, I'm not looking to day trade these, not at all, because remember, these are major exchanges, and major exchanges are people's only real avenue into these cryptocurrency markets. So I'm looking at all these as hodl possibilities. I just want to buy a few, and hopefully these things will go 5x, 10x, because like I said, these are people's portals into this digital world. If you'd like to read up about this in a little bit more detail, you can always pause the video. Links are also in the description, so you can always look at the most updated market info like that. But I'm going to jump in to the question that you folks have all probably been thinking since you started this video. Which one should I buy? There is no real quick, easy answer for this. It all depends on which exchange you use. Wherever you're most active, it'll just help if you have those tokens. Of course, if you like the exchange and you want them to have a little bit more working capital, then of course buy the tokens. If you want to enjoy their rise by getting a bit of a benefit from their success, hold some of the tokens. However, there are a few other questions you got to be asking yourself. Firstly, do you want the immediate benefits of discounts like what BNB and Bibox will offer, or do you want the cumulative benefits of dividends like on Kucoin shares? Do you prefer looking at large cap coins? Do you prefer mid caps or low caps? I tend to have a bit of a line in the sand at 300 million US dollar market cap, because I want coins with a lot of upside potential. I have my holdings in the major projects, but for me, any newer investments, I want them to be slightly more high risk, especially now that we're in a down market, and I want to find solid projects that'll give me at least 5 to 10x, because the market's pulled back so much. That's what I'm looking for my sale targets. My next point is possibly the most important on this slide, because unlike a lot of tokens that are available on exchanges, these tokens that I've spoken about today all have functional value, and there are tangible benefits to holders, especially ones who use these platforms. I'm not going to name and shame any projects, but there are a lot of tokens that don't actually do anything. So this is one of those rare cases where we have a defined use case, and these tokens are most definitely in high circulation because they are bringing value to users on these platforms. So that's it from me. Which are your favorite coins? Leave your answer in the comments, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and why not subscribe if you're new over here? I shall be releasing a lot more content, so click that bell button if you like regular updates from yours truly. So on that note, this is Mark from Crypto Simplified signing off. I do hope you folks have an awesome rest of the week. You take care. I'm always available on Twitter, remember, so if you've got any questions, you want to discuss any stuff, you want to share any dank memes, I'm always available for that. So you folks take care. We shall catch up very soon. Laters.